You've spent years, if not decades, ensuring that everybody else's life is going as they plan or as they want it to go. You make sure their basic needs are met, that they're comfortable, that they are supported in achieving healthy development, emotional fulfillment, and whatever dreams and aspirations they have. You make sure everybody else is comfortable. But when are you going to stop playing the supporting role to everybody else's life and start playing the lead role in yours? Let's talk about this. You see, we all fall into this trap, so to speak, of playing the role we were assigned. We are born into our family systems, which of course are influenced by culture, maybe geography, whatever societal conditioning is present during that time period. And our family conditions us to, again, play our part in that family dynamic. We're given these unspoken roles, right? This one is the one that's going to take care of everybody. This one's the one that's going to be the breadwinner. This one is the one that is going to protect everybody from whatever it is. This is the one that we're going to rely on to be responsible. That one's going to be the people pleaser because we don't need any extra opinions here. We all get these assignments in our families. Typically before the age of 7 years old is when we're conditioned, but we carry these roles out our whole lives. I was just talking with a friend the other day whose mother just passed away. And we both come from very toxic family systems where there was tremendous abuse and mistreatment, which we won't get into. But, you know, the interesting thing is that some people do come to this epiphany that, hey, I don't have to play my assigned role. I can take the stage in this family and not say the lines that I'm supposed to say. I can choose not to do the things that everybody expects me to do. And I can withstand the backlash of those things not happening. Excuse me. Because that's the way these toxic family systems or any family system work. And even in society, we see this in the workplace, in schools, in every aspect of life where everybody is supposed to play their part so everything moves along smoothly. The problem lies in when we are saying yes when we want to say no, when we are leaving the decisions we want to make dependent on what other people decide is better for us or for them, as the case often is. We defer our power, basically, and the trajectory of our lives to other people to decide for us. So again, I ask you, when are you going to stop playing the supporting role for everyone else and start playing the lead role in your life? Now, what does that look like? Well, it looks like getting on a stage with everyone around you and deciding in that moment that you don't have to say the thing or make the decision or do the behavior or the action or whatever decision somebody has made for you. You have the ability to think independently, and you know what you want, you know what you believe, you know what you think, you know what you desire for yourself. So it's just about making that choice to say no, thank you for your input, or no, thank you, but thank you. But I'm going to choose this for myself. And this is presuming you are an adult who has the ability to make those decisions for yourself, you know, mentally and physically and so forth. But you can choose to live the life you decide. You can choose to wear the red shoes instead of the black ones that everyone wants you to wear because they don't want you to stand out, because they want you to conform to the same rules that they live by. And again, I'm not saying to go act immorally or do anything illegal, but the little choices you make for yourself. It can be something as simple as choices about what to wear, choices about what to eat. Have you ever sat at a table with somebody and they tell you what you should eat or what you should order off the menu? Why can't you decide that for yourself? And then we move on to the bigger choices in life. You know, for me, I remember when I was graduating from high school, I wanted to go to beauty school. I had just come out of high school. I'd been in the Miss Teen Illinois pageant. I had dabbled in some modeling. And I wanted to go to beauty school. I wanted to learn how to do makeup more than anything. But I was told, because I was raised by two narcissists, that that wasn't real school. I had to go to university. And I was crushed because I didn't want to go to university. I didn't think of myself as an intellectual despite my high IQ, but I did. I had no choice. So I went to DePaul University. I ended up getting a degree in journalism because apparently I could write and I could speak. Go figure. Comes full circle now. But the thing is that that was always still in me. I had to defer my dreams because of somebody else. Could I have made that decision as a minor? I mean, granted, I was 17, 18 when I went to college. Yeah, I could have. I could have chosen to get financial aid to go to beauty school, to figure things out on my own. You know, we can't always do that when, you know, we're underage and still under our parents' roof. But, you know, my story is just one tiny piece, tiny example of what might be a bigger decision that you deferred to somebody else. That dream that you dismissed for yourself because somebody else decided that wasn't the right thing for you to do. Or maybe they decided that because they didn't want you to have your happiness fulfilled because they never got theirs. But whatever their intention, your choice is the only thing that you need to be concerned with. And everything is a choice. When it comes to relationships, yes, you can live with somebody. You can even be married to somebody. You can have children with somebody. You can love their family. But if that relationship is not healthy for you, you can choose to leave it. You can choose to say no. If you are in a work situation that you dread going in to work every morning and you feel like you've been freed from a cage every time you leave it, you can choose to go find another job, someplace where you are welcomed and accepted and valued, so you don't feel those awful feelings every damn day that you're there. Everything is a choice. But unfortunately, we so often, and we're all guilty of this, me included, we so often say yes to all these things and comply with all these things despite our own suffering because we think we're doing some noble thing. We're keeping the peace. It's for the greater good. It's for the sake of the children. I love that one because the children are not benefiting from seeing somebody suffer and sacrifice what they want and need so that others feel more comfortable. Others who, not saying it's all the time, but sometimes are actually benefiting from that self-sacrifice. There's nothing noble in that. That's actually awful to teach our children that. So, what do? You know, I'm going to leave you with one actionable step every single video. The one thing you can do is as simple as I've been putting it. The next time you are in a situation where you are asked to do something, expected to say something, told that you should this or shouldn't that, take a pause before you immediately say yes to please and appease, as we all often do. Just take a pause Don't say anything. Take a pause and ask yourself one question. What do I want? Not what do they want? What do they expect me to say? What will the consequences be if I don't do the thing or say the thing? What do I want? Just answer that simple question for yourself and listen to it. Your gut, your heart, your whatever you want to, your higher self, whatever it is that you think you're listening to, listen to it and act accordingly. Because every time you say yes to something you want to say no to, and it doesn't even matter what the reason is. Maybe you just don't want to. How about that? It's okay. But every time you betray yourself, every time you sacrifice what you want, every time you abandon your true wants and needs and desires for yourself, you are giving your power to somebody else. I don't know about you, but you, I think, are able to live your life on your own terms. And if somebody has a problem with anything you say or do or any decision you make, then I'm going to say something very harsh, but I'm going to guess that they don't really care about you as much as you think they do. So with that said, go out there today when you're confronted with that decision, that choice point, and you immediately think you're going to say yes or want to or are compelled to, listen yourself. If you want to say no, say no. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to explain. You don't have to justify it at all. You can just say no. Today I'm choosing me. And if this resonated, go to danasdiaz.com. You can see the website right there. There's a quiz right at the top of the homepage. Click on that, take the quiz. Might give you a little bit insight about what other beliefs you have subconsciously that are sort of sabotaging the way you're driving your life. Because here's the thing, your past has been driving your life long enough. It's time for you to take the wheel.